Hi, Dr. Pat here again, back with coaching competencies based on the principles and competencies of the International Coach Federation. Last time we talked about listening. Well, you can't listen if you don't ask a question. So today is about the competency of powerful questions. Now, the word powerful questions implies that these questions you ask in coaching are different from everyday questions. In general conversation, people might ask you things like, why did you do that? Or what's going on with you? Or those sort of things that are a yes-no answer. And in coaching, we use powerful questions that are evocative. Questions that coach asks are questions they don't know the answer to. Like, how would you like it to be different? So if a client comes with some situation or challenge, you say, what would you like it to be? If 6 months from now, you could imagine that things were exactly as you would really, really like, what would be different? So questions like that, because you don't know the answer, they don't know the answer, it requires thinking. And the reason they're powerful is because they're questions they haven't heard before, they're questions that make them stop and pause and think. Sometimes you can even turn a powerful question into an inquiry that they don't answer in this session or in this conversation, but you ask them to think about the question and write about it and see if they dream about it and think about it, journal about it, etc. So questions are powerful sometimes in the simplest way, like, what do you want? Or what do you really want? Or what do you really, really want? And then they answer for a while and you say, what else? Is there anything else? Now, even though that's a yes-no question, is there anything else? It's not too typical where you expect the answer. Tell me more isn't a question, but it implies that you want to know more. So questions are powerful most of the time if you stay away from the whys and the yes-no sorts of response. Years ago I coached attorneys for 3 years as a specialty. And I learned that lawyers think a powerful question is a question they already know the answer to. They don't want to ask any question in deposition, testimony, in trial that they don't know what the answer is going to be. They don't like to be surprised. Coaches love to be surprised. That's part of the process of coaching that we enjoy. So powerful questions are questions when asked evoke curiosity, evoke thinking. And how do you know a question is powerful when you ask it? Well, by the way it landed. If your client goes, huh? Or I don't understand, back up, let me ask it a different way. One piece of advice. This is not coaching, this is coach advice. Don't have a list of powerful questions that you always use. Get so comfortable with your skill that you create a question in the moment based on the content of the conversation. They may be similar from time to time, but make them unique to that situation and make them personalized to the client. Happy trails, Dr. Pat Coach signing off.